Welcome back, guys. Today, as you can see, we're doing quite a different video. Today, I wanted to make a more authentic type of video, try something new out. As you can see, I'm doing a more face-to-face kind of talk today, while I roll this footage of me prepping for competition while I talk. And I thought this could be really interesting, both for me to try something new as a content creator, but also just a fun thing to do while I comment on my competition. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see on the video, I'm doing here very light type of squats, doing 60% of my 1 rep max. This was, I believe, 3 days out from competition, and the idea here was just to feel the weights, feel the form, feel the setup, and not least just getting in the flow, the motion of competing, because that's so important, guys, when you're prepping. If you're gonna prep at some point in time for a competition like this, you can't be moving heavy weights even the first last week before comp, even 2 weeks before comp, because your body needs that recovery, needs that rest to really perform at the highest level. But ironically, while saying this, I have to add to this type of topic that I broke this rule. Yeah. I attempted a new bench press PR 4 days before competition. I managed to do it 140 kg on the bench, which was a new PR from me. I've taken 140, aka 3 plates before on the bench, but that was when I was 14 or 15 kilograms heavier. It was when I weighed 111, 112 kg, and here I weigh about 97 kilograms. So that's it's the same weight, but it's a PR in my book. But yeah, going back to this footage, like I said, I'm doing very light weights here, because I just want to feel the flow, how it feels to train and perform in a singlet, and just get in the right mindset. And even if I only do 60 kilograms here, which is very light for me, it's just to get the right repetitions, the right setup, because if it's one thing that I both have learned and realized, it's really important to perform each rep with as similar performance as possible, execution as possible. You want to perfect each rep one after another, so each rep will look the same, because it's about making it like a routine and making them more efficient. And that's a very hard thing to do at first, because if your form is lacking in some way, you will see some difficulties performing this. Each rep will most likely look differently in some manner, whether it's in a big manner or not. And that's a cue to really perfect it, and it's a sign to work on your weak points. Let's say in the squat, are you having troubles with getting the right and similar setup on top of your traps or upper back? Then it's maybe a good thing to focus on that. Focus on that setup on the back, building that shelf, building that tight setup before even walking out with the weight. So, because this is the thing with powerlifting, it's very technical. So you need to perfect and practice each part of the specific lift to make it as effective as possible. Yeah, and that's really interesting to me, and it's a really difficult thing to do as well. But yeah, here I'm doing the third lift, the deadlift, just with some lightweight. Here I'm performing the deadlift with 140 kilograms. Didn't want to go above that, even though I could, but it's unnecessary to do that, just to save some fuel for competition and so on. And I don't know, during this practice, when I performed the deadlifts in the practice, they didn't feel good at all. They didn't. The setup was off. My brace wasn't where I wanted to be. I mean, the weight moved very light, yeah. But it's like when you performed a lift so many times in your life, you will have a feeling like saying exactly how it should feel for it to be a good lift. This is also something that I noticed even when I touch the empty bar in practice. I can tell you just by lifting the empty bar, whether it's squat, bench or deadlift, if it's gonna be a good day, if it's gonna be an easy lift, because I've done it so many times and I can already feel it in the empty bar. So this is something too that you have to like connect with, if you will. Yeah. And here on the screen you can see, I believe this is my second attempt on competition day on the squat, and this should be 152.5 kilograms. Yeah, which was a good lift. Run very smoothly. Felt good at the bottom, which is one of, or if not the biggest weakness when it comes down to my squat, but that's a quite common weakness when it comes down to the squat for many people. And here we have the last attempt. I was like, just go for it. It was split second. I was gonna like try 180, try the 4 plates, but I was like, today I just wanna secure as many good lifts as possible. Secure 9 out of 9 white lights, which I did. And I even pulled 170, like you saw here. And 170 is still a PR for me. Most I lifted ever in the squat is 160. And when I lifted 160, it was again with the 112 kilogram body weight. So I took a new PR plus with a 15 kilograms lighter body weight. So that's pretty amazing to me. Here we got the first attempt of bench press. Felt and was executed very smoothly, very fast rep. Here we got the second attempt. I believe this 125 on the bar. Yep. 125 again. Setup was almost flawless, according to me, according to my type of capacity. It was just didn't feel completely right with the belt. I don't know if the setup was off in any way there, but otherwise really fast rep, really good feeling in the bench press. And here we got the last and third attempt of the bench press. I went for 132.5 kilograms. Felt really good. And I was gonna say, unfortunately, this was a no lift due to, as you can see here, the butt lift, which is it's not a good thing to do in the bench. You need to have the 5 contact points when it comes down to the bench press. You need to have the butt, the feet, the scapula and the head, and of course the hands against the bar as contact points. But I actually got the information today that it was actually a good lift. I got all 9 out of 9 good lifts. So I don't know if they missed it or they just changed it, but hey, I can't complain. But yeah, last but not least, we got the deadlift. And the deadlift was quite funny. I chose to open with 190 kg, moved really good. It was a like small thought there, should I do 180, 190, but it was too late to change it, so fuck it, I went for it. Then I did 210. This should be 210. No, this is 220. This is my last attempt on 220. Was the first time I deadlifted over 205, I think, since I lost all my weight. So that felt really, really good and really confident as well. And yeah, that was all of the lift during this comp. I'm gonna turn this off real quick. Yeah, that was all the lifts, like how I prepped, and really short footage of the lift themselves. Just wanted to walk you through what I experienced during meet, and like what I learned and what I could change until next meet, because I really fell in love with this sport after last weekend. I mean, just like the feeling stepping on stage, lifting heavy ass weights, and just the adrenaline and everyone watching was great. It was amazing. And like I said, I want to start competing, or this was the start, but I want to proceed my career as a powerlifter. But for those of you who watch my latest video, I mentioned that I wanna pursue this powerlifting career, but I don't want to do it as a powerlifter. That sounds funny, but what I mean, as I mentioned in the video, is that I want to prep and I want to practice and work out as a power builder, because things like this, practicing just the skill, the singles, the triples, and that type of stuff, it's really good for strength, but I want some more. I need some more, because it's really boring. It's a really boring way of working out, if you ask me. I need those higher reps. I need the stability training. I need even the cardiovascular work, because I want everything, so it could like build that puzzle. It could put the pieces together. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm still gonna compete, like I said, but I'm just gonna train like a power builder, like I always have. And yeah, it's like these small things that I learned during competition is like, I don't know, just be yourself. Just go for it. Have fun. And I did. That's something that I learned, and something that I will take from until future preps as well, and future comps as well. And something that I also learned, which is quite negative, but it's something that I couldn't do anything about it. It's more the foundation and the federation that needs to work on this. It's like it was very poorly structured with the information at the comp, especially for me, which competed for the first time. I got very little information where I should go, what time I should lift, and all those kinds of things. So that's something you could think about as well. I already did a lot, but should check these type of things a lot before. And but overall, I just think the community and the people there was so nice, so helpful, even when I was poorly informed about these things. I got the help I needed. So really big props to the people there, the community, man. The powerlifting community is such, they give us such a good vibe, because all of us is new at this. It's a quite new sport. It's a quite like under the ground sport that gives a positive vibe, and a like, because everyone is mostly new at a meet. It's like we're helping each other out, and I love that. It's really good to see. Yeah. But now it's back to back to like working out, but I'm now gonna switch to more hypertrophy, more power building type of training, really focus on my weaknesses, my maybe lacking points, which could bring up my SBDs a lot. So I'm gonna do that now. But I mean, I wanna maybe scout for some more competitions until next year, I believe. And I don't know, I really want to get that 600 total until next meet, like probably 200 squat, 150 bench and 250 deadlift or something like that. But we see. But this was a really fun video, and can't wait to do more talks like this. And don't forget to like and subscribe our channel, and please comment if you like this type of video. But until further notice, I'll see you next time.